Now, if you're a guy that doesn't mind that and wants to make that your wife, so be it. I would never do it, but if that's what you want to do, so be it. But that's not usually how a lot of Filipinas are, and you can find them anywhere. You can find province girls like that. She says, if you love me, you'll do it often. Run! Not fast, very fast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Black Filipino TV. Now, today I want to get into this because a lot of guys are coming to the Philippines, and I know there's some of you guys who are watching who have got relationships with Filipinas, but some guys may come out here and think, oh, I can get with anyone. They're all going to be sweet. They're all going to be the best thing. That's not true. Now, guys, please ignore that background sound. In the city, I'm in the city of Manila. You hear the beep, beep, beep. It's tons of tricycles going off at the same time.
And the
and right now they're campaigning, so all day long I've heard Acarico. It's like they speak Spanish. Acarico, because I can't hear it so far. Acarico. I wake up in the morning. Acarico. I don't know what this is, but what are they saying, Karen?
I don't know. All I can hear is Abalos.
Yeah.
Abalos is running for senator.
Abalos?
Actually, he's running. He was a mayor here before in Mandaluyong.
Yeah.
So I think he is, or Makati something.
Oh.
Now he's running for senator as well.
Yeah, guys, so I want to get into this for a lot of you guys who may be new to my channel. There are some of you, this may be your first or second time watching me, and welcome, by the way, welcome. Thank you for joining. But I need to get into this. Now, this is the 3 types of Filipinas you want to avoid by any means necessary. Now, let me get into this. I know this is something some of you guys have heard, or some of you guys know, or some of you guys have picked up with your natural abilities. Because really, no matter where you go, all women are somewhat the same, similar. I'm not going to say there's not a modern woman here. You can escape modern women sometimes. But it's dialed down a lot. Let me tell you what I mean. Now, the Philippines, it is home to some of the warmest, most nurturing women in the world. I mean, you got to think about it. Filipinas, they're often praised for their loyalty, femininity, commitment to family. But just like every country, not every woman has these values. And for men, especially foreign men or even local guys hoping for a stable relationship, it's crucial to identify red flags early. Now, this is going to be kind of like a guide. And it's just not about bashing Filipinos. It's about helping men make wise decisions. Now, just because someone is beautiful, sweet, or says the right things, doesn't mean she's the right one. We're going to explore 3 different personality categories of Filipinas that men should be cautious of. And it's backed by real behavior patterns, psychological insight, and cultural trends. Now, the first one is one of the worst. She's the sweet at first, gold digger type. By any means, avoid this type of Filipino. Now, she's beautiful, kind, and almost too good to be true. Showers you with attention early on, always find time to message you. She speaks of dreams involving you, her family, and a beach house some days. It feels like you won a lottery. That's how you feel. Filipinos talking like that. Oh, I met this girl. She's so sweet. She's including me in her plans. She talks about she wants to get a beach house someday, and she can't wait for me to come see her. Warning. Flag on the play. Soon, she starts subtle requests, and in many parts of the Philippines, financial hardship is a daily reality. Now, some ladies are raised with a survival mindset. In relationships, they become a means to economic escape. They're not always malicious. Some are simply raised with the idea that securing a foreign partner it equals solving their family's problems. Now, some of the red flags talk about money within the first 2 to 3 weeks of chatting. That happens, run. Don't fall fool or fall victim till she only asks for 1,000. In the Philippines, 1,000 is a lot of money. Do not fall for that. Oh, I need to pay this bill. Oh, it's 2,000 pesos. You think in your head, you're a foreigner, you don't know. Oh, that's only $4. I'm gonna send it to her. A lot of guys get caught up with that. So many guys I speak to, and I feel bad. Seriously, I do. But why? Because that's so cheap to us. It is. 1,000, 2,000 pesos is like pocket change to us. Not here. A Filipina is milking you dry, and it's not. The wild thing is, it's not milking you dry. It's just $40. Some of you guys have people ask you for 20, 30, 40 bucks all the time when you walk the street. But where I'm from, you can keep giving a person money, they're gonna take advantage. Think about it. If you give the local crackhead money, every time you see him, he's gonna ask you for money. And that's what happens, but how do they do it? Slowly. Now, they always have a financial emergency, avoids working, but always finds time for you. Family problems are constantly being mentioned. And also, she's overly romantic too fast. I love you in the first week. Now, this is the thing. Sometimes that can actually happen and be real, right? Filipinas are very colleague. So you got to kind of differentiate too. So say if she's saying, oh, I love you, I keep thinking about you, and then she mentions money within the first 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes the first 3 months, yeah, you got the wrong one. This is the reality. These women don't love you. They don't even know you. No, they love what you represent, and that's a ticket to comfort. Now, once your usefulness ends, so does the relationship. Many men have experienced being ghosted right after a financial favor. Now, could you imagine you give a woman, starts out slow, you don't think it's nothing, 40, 30, 100 maybe, and then she asks you for $1,000, which is a lot of money here in the Philippines, 50,000 pesos, the things you can do with that kind of money. Man, let me tell you. And then she ghosts you. But it's happened before. It's happened before. Now, let me get into category 2. Now, this is easy, but still I gotta mention it anyway. It's the party girl, and the party girl with a secret agenda. Now, it's a delusion. She's fun, flirty, loves going out. She's spontaneous, confident, never boring. At first you admire how she is, her zest for life. She makes you feel young again. The app is the guys. Guys get caught up with that. Also because they're coming out here at an older age. They want to feel young again. So they meet a lady. Now if you're a guy that doesn't mind that and wants to make that your wife, so be it. I would never do it, but if that's what you want to do, so be it. But that's not usually how a lot of Filipinos are. And you can find them anywhere. You can find province girls like that. So I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, you gotta get that province girl. You gotta get that province girl. A province girl can be that party girl too. What happens is, but soon you realize is that she's always too busy on weekends. She replies late at night, sometimes not at all. And also, you guys aren't dumb. You're gonna avoid this. She has a lot of guy friends. If she has a lot of guy friends, why is that even your girl? Like, seriously, I can't have a girlfriend at all, or a wife that had guy friends. That's the #1 no-no. Now, what happens is they have a hidden life. Now, what you see is the curated version of her life. The real version includes regular clubbing or bra hopping, secret relationships or exes still in the picture, a lifestyle funded by multiple admirers. Be very careful of that. Now, some of these women, they live a double life. They may be chatting with multiple foreign guys, or they're simply using you for validation while entertaining other prospects locally. Now, in tourist hotspots like Makati, BGC, Cebu, or Angela City, a party lifestyle is normalized, especially among younger women or those in nightlife jobs. Now, not all women in the nightlife scene are dishonest. Many do live off male attention and the benefits that come with it. Now, the red flags that you'll notice, and it's wild because how you gonna tell? Because every Filipino is like this, especially red flag number one. I gotta get into it. It's constantly posting selfies, but it's not just posting selfies. That can be a problem too. But constantly posting selfies in bars or beach resorts. I know the second one is like, man. But yeah, guys, if every time you see her posting something, she's in a beach resort. Why are you living life to the fullest? Like every picture is like that's crazy. So watch out for that. If every picture is like that, avoid it. But doesn't want to video call, only text or audio. That's dangerous. A social circle is full of expats, DJs, or influencers. You feel like you're chasing her attention. Definitely avoid that. Now the trap is you fall in love with the fantasy of her, not realizing she's already committed to a lifestyle that doesn't involve slowing down or settling down. And when somebody's living a double life, sometimes they do it so good, you can't tell. You got to look for those clues. You have to look for them. Now, what to do instead? Observe her offline habits. Is she available during the day? Always out at night? Don't know your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Now, you have to respect her freedom, of course, but still, you got to protect your peace. So, look for some of those red flags and avoid them. Some can pull this off and you won't even realize it. Now, that's the one with the queen mentality that has high expectations and low effort. Now, you got to think some Filipinos are going to be smart enough to put in that effort at first, right? They'll be over your place cleaning, washing dishes, wiping windows, cleaning the floor because they're playing the game, right? Do it first to get in. For that 3 months, you gotta pay attention after the 3 months. When she starts getting comfortable. This type of girl, she's elegant, poised, seems like wifey material. She values appearance, has standards, and won't just date anyone. Now, at first, of course, it seems refreshing. Finally, a woman who knows her worth. But then slowly you realize it. You realize you're expected to do everything. You're expected to do everything. She acts entitled to royal treatment, even early on. She makes demands without offering anything in return. Now, this Filipina, she's the type of Filipina that sees herself as the prize, not the man. And you gotta be careful because there are some Filipinos out here like that. And they're in the province too. Now, this is not in a healthy, self-respecting way. You gotta think she expects the man to pay for everything, plan everything, initiate everything. Yet she gives very little in return. Now you have to think as a man, naturally, you're gonna think that's how it should be. I should be planning everything. I should be initiating everything. Not true. Not true. Now, she may even use traditional values, as I said, to justify her lack of effort, saying things like, in Filipino culture, the man should do all the work, or my dad always did this and that from my mom, or many other things. Now, you gotta think, she's weaponizing the culture to avoid the responsibility. Now, this happens, and it can stem from growing up spoiled or pampered, consuming too much westernized social media that pushes the soft life. Because some women watch it. Like, I even saw Sprinkle talk about it, right? She spoke on it one day. She said, yeah, I got all those women overseas watching me too. I'm going to put them up on game. And I said, now, you got to think about the Filipinos that watch Sprinkle. There's not many, but there's some out there. Like, I can recall.
Yeah,
I remember.
He said, oh, you watch Sprinkle. When,
see?
yeah, I see some
K saw it. Yeah, man. They're adapting. You got to be careful. See, Kay saw it herself. She saw them watching Shara 7.
They're not watching. They're like in the comment section
Yeah,
saying, "Oh,
they're quoting it.
Watch Shara 7," you know. So they're not gonna treat you bad, men.
Yep. And they may be Filipinos. A lot of Filipinos in the West. Of course, a lot of Filipinos in the West are watching it. But who's their family? Think about it. Like, they got family in the States. They're saying, "Oh, watch this. And they're watching it, and they have that mentality over here. So be very careful, guys. The world is attached now, right? So when guys say, "Oh, you know, it's like woman over there is gonna be like woman over here," not necessarily. You still can find. That's why I came over here. I'm out here too, because it's much cheaper to live. Oh man, see, that's the music. It sounds like he's right there. I think.
Now we're going together.
What are you saying?
I can understand clearly because it's too far.
Yeah.
We're in the higher floor, guys, but we're in the 20 plus floor.
Yeah. But we higher up. We're in the 20s. Our floor is in the 20s.
But it's still here, right?
It's not that.
Even in the roof deck, which is 41.
All right, go down.
He is our home something. I don't know.
Oh, he's right there parked. Also, what happens is they're watching too many men. And also, simps giving her everything just for attention. It happens. There's some guys that are simps online. There's girls that use dating sites. And when they use the dating sites to harbor the simps. Filipinos are adapting, so you got to be very careful. Now, what happens, some of the red flags you'll see is she openly talks about herself, talks about her type being rich or successful men only. Yes, run. If she says that's her type, foreigners who are successful and rich, because every foreigner is rich compared to a Filipino. So if she says she only dates foreigners, be very careful. Or she mounts other women who do housework or cook for their man, run. She gives ultimatums over small things, run. She says, if you love me, you'll do it often, run. Not fast, very fast. In a healthy relationship, both people bring value. So if she expects you to treat her like a queen, she has to treat you like a king. That's a given, especially coming over here. Now, many men fall for this because they confuse confidence with character. This is not the West. Don't get caught up in the Western woman's mind. If you watch my other channel, More to Life, all I do is talk about it. And I do it but to bring you here, right? That's the whole goal. Talk about what's happening there so you can look and say, okay, over there, it's not 100% better, but if it's 50% better, isn't it worth it to go somewhere where the prices on things are lower, the prices on the rent is lower, the prices on food is lower, and it's not GMO? Like, some of those things right there is the perfect reason to come over here. You gotta ask questions like, what do you bring to a relationship? Pretty much, what is that saying? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? That should be easier for a Filipino to answer. Because in the West, they don't know how to answer that anymore. But here, she should understand, okay, it's simple. Think about what you do for a man. You can tell that's a woman for you. She says, oh, baby, I will cook for you. I will clean for you. When you get horny, I will suck your Yeah, okay. That's all you can do, but that's good. That's what I want to hear. Watch how she treats people who can't benefit from her. And also make sure she doesn't compete to impress. I mean, just make sure she's not involved or things like that. But now, not every Filipino falls into these categories. There are millions of general, loving, hardworking, loyal women in the Philippines. Many want a peaceful life, a real relationship, and are open to build a future from the ground up. That's what you want to find. Now, in today's world of social media, money transfers, and global dating, being naive, is dangerous. Now, the wrong woman can drain your resources, destroy your peace, and delay your growth. And a smart man, I would say, vet slowly. Don't rush based on beauty or flattery. Ask the right questions early. Watch behavior over words. Be the kind of man a good woman wants, but also recognize when she's not the one. And the 3 different types. I mean, you got to think the gold digger is sweet, but she's your as a wallet. The party girl is fun, but not emotionally available. And the queen mentality girl expects everything while giving nothing. And don't date for fantasy, date for peace, growth, and long-term value. And I say, my man, you can find, if you follow those simple steps, you can find a girl here in the Philippines. You can find a girl anywhere. That's really steps you can use in any country you go to. Because it's going to be women like that in any country you go to, right? I could have dated in the West. I got to continue to date in the West. I would find someone using those same techniques. Hear me out now. But it would be much harder. And it would be much more entitlement. It was too much. And coming from where I'm from, from New York, woo, the land of the modern woman, I had to escape. And hopefully you guys can do the same thing too. But thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. At the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give a thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.